the only issue I'm having with Christmas. Christmas is a cool holiday and everything, right? You can get gifts. Most people, they get gifts, all this cool stuff. Who convinced millions and millions of people to put pine trees in their house, right? Now, on the when you put pine trees on the outside, they're great for like a windbreak to keep the snow from going in, or let's say the neighbors from peeping in. You plant big pine trees, and then the neighbors don't look in anymore, or if they do, all they see is pine trees, and they don't want to look at pine trees. I don't think so. But what I'm seeing here is the real question is, why do people buy all these pine trees? They buy lots of pine trees, and then they just put them in their house. Okay, the real question is, who brings trees in their house? The only time you bring trees in it if they're sawed off and split up and ready to put in the wood stove. But the pine trees, these things are huge. They go all the way up to the ceiling. And trust me, some ceilings are not very high. Like this ceiling, I can touch it. Okay? But the real question is, after you get the tree on the inside, is the things that you hang from it. Many years ago, we didn't hang balls from trees, right? And also, there's like lights, like that's pretty cool. Like some Christmas trees, it's like, oh my goodness. It's like all these Christmas trees. Right? And like some even have it outside. I don't know how they get like electricity out there, but some of them, there's like the outside of big Christmas trees, it's like lights all the way up. I mean, it's crazy how it looks. I wonder how they did it though. Like it goes like all the way up, like up high. It goes way up high.
Strong Connections told me is that you get a really long stick and then you run around this big tree and somehow the lights just kind of go up there. I mean, it's kind of confusing, but I guess that's the way they do it. Yeah, look at that huge stick. That's a big stick. Anyway, that's how you do it. From my Strong Connections.
They also have like different colors. Some Christmas trees are yellow, some are blue, some are white, some are like rainbow. All the colors mixed in. But if you want to get a pine tree, the brightest you can get a pine tree, if you cut down a lot of pine trees and then throw them on a pile, make a big pile. But don't do this in your house. This won't work in your house unless your whole house burns down. Because after you put all the pine trees on a pile, I'm gonna put some gas on it. That helps. Just like if you put gas in your motor to keep it running, that does put gas on the pine trees to make them really, really bright. And then you make them really, really bright. You kind of have a bright Christmas tree, but it doesn't last as long. The good thing about it is you don't use any electricity to do it. But also another question I have is, what if the pine trees burn down? That's a real question. Let's see, they have all these lights around them, and lights and electricity. And if electricity touches something, it fries it. I've seen a black raccoon sitting on a telephone pole. They're not supposed to be black. A little bit. They're only supposed to be black a little bit. Not that much. They're like black all around. That means they were roasted. And a couple birds too. They were like black. They were on the ground black. I think they got fried. If you wrap lights around your Christmas tree, just be careful that you don't fry your Christmas tree. Because if you fry your Christmas tree, I think you're gonna fry all your house. Your entire house is gonna fry. How many houses burned down from fires, or from pine trees decorated in balls and lights and a cool star on top? Now the cool thing is the star. Like the way they put it on top, that's pretty cool. Because sometimes they put two girls on top of each other, and then the girls fall, and then the Christmas tree falls on the girls. Don't ask me how I know that. I've got strong connections. That's how I know that. Or you get your little child, and you put your little child all the way to the top, put the Christmas tree, and put the star on. Boop. Now the star is supposed to mean that back when Jesus was born, there's these three rich people who had camels. They saw this bright star in the west. I think it was the west. and it pointed down right where Jesus was born in the manger. Even Jesus was born in a barn. But that star is pretty cool. But some people don't put stars up there. They put an angel, a bright teddy bear, but a star or an angel looks the best. And then my homie Santa Claus comes down the chimney before Christmas or like in the middle of the night, Christmas, and they'll put presents on here. Lots of presents. Now let me tell you, we've never had a tree, but Santa Claus still had presents for us sometimes on Christmas morning, right? Sometimes the presents came in a week early. Santa Claus was early because we didn't have a tree, and he knew. We built his barns really fast for his reindeer, so he decided, why not? We're gonna give them the presents really fast too. So then he put the presents. We don't have a tree, by the way. We have lots of trees in the woods, and we have lots of trees that like block off the snow, but we don't have a tree in our house. That'd be a bit weird to have a tree in our house. People would start asking questions. Might get shunned. We never had to worry about the Christmas presents burning underneath the tree because we never had a tree. Or we never had to worry about hanging balls. We never had to worry about hanging balls on the pine tree. Or our pine tree burning down from all these lights. Because from what I've heard, oil lamps get really hot. And sometimes, like some of those bulbs. One time I was like in a room that was like really low. And I could touch the ceiling with my head. I grabbed the light bulb and it was hot. I almost burned my hand, but I didn't. Either way, be careful, guys. Don't let your presents burn, and don't let your pine tree burn down with all your balls that you hung on there. But also, from what I've heard, those balls break real easy. Since Christmas happened already, I'm making this like Christmas, like after Christmas, and I just want to make sure you guys are safe. I should have made this video earlier to warn you guys all about the pine trees, the trees burning down, all about the balls hanging from the tree, because those break easy. But I hope you guys know for next year. Merry Christmas.